Hello, my friends. We have reached the end. Tonight at midnight, enrollment for the Total Grazing Academy closes. After that, the doors won't open again until next year. I know that deciding to join isn't a small decision. It's not just about money, it's about time, commitment, and trust. You're asking yourself, is this the right step for me? Is this really going to work in my land? That's exactly why I want to spend this time with you today. Not just to tell you that the Academy is closing tonight, but to lay out clearly what's waiting for you inside and why so many ranchers are glad they did not wait. Because at the end of the day, the real difference between ranchers who stay stuck and ranchers who move forward comes down to one thing: guessing versus growing. Let's be honest. Most of us start grazing with a lot of guessing. We guess when to move the herd, we guess how much forage is left, we guess whether the cows need hay this week or next, we guess which genetics will thrive, and we guess when the best time for calving might be. And all that guessing adds up. Sometimes we hit it right, sometimes we guess wrong, but the result is all usually the same: stress, extra costs, and a whole lot of uncertainty. I used to live in that guessing cycle myself. I read an article here, try a tip there, rotate a little more, or feed a little longer. But none of it was connected to the system. It was like patching holes in a leaky bucket. No matter how much effort I put in, water continued to pour out. Growing, on the other hand, is different. Growing happens when you have a system, a clear step by step way of managing your land, your cattle, and your time that doesn't depend on luck or slogans. Growing means you know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what results to expect. That's the difference the Total Grazing Academy makes. It takes you from guessing to growing. Let me lay it out plainly for you. When you join before midnight tonight, here's what you'll receive: four complete courses covering the four pillars of the Total Grazing Academy. Number one is the Total Grazing Program, which is the heart of it all, because producing more grass is what increases your productivity and your profits the most. This is a step by step guide through non-selective grazing, deep recovery, and stockpiling strategies that bring fertility back to your land and to double your stocking rate. No more guessing. I will guide you. Number two, adapted genetics and selection. Cattle that thrive on grass don't just happen by chance. In this course, I will show you how to build herds that are adapted to your environment, not fighting against it. 3. Nutrition when grazing. You will learn how to keep cattle healthy at lower cost by balancing rations in a completely different way. We will discuss how the rumen functions in batches, what to look for to make sure your livestock are thriving, the importance of having enough fiber in your grass or of having too much fiber in your grass, and how to maximize the benefits of forage without relying on expensive supplements. 4. The optimal birthing season. Aligning calving with nature reduces stress on both cows and calves and you. You will learn how to plan the season so your livestock are healthier, stronger, and require less outside intervention from you. This isn't a short-term course that disappears after a few weeks. When you join, you have lifetime access. You can revisit lessons anytime, whether you're planning for spring turnout, stockpiling for winter, or making a long-term breeding decision. And this is the real difference between guessing and growing. With the Academy, you're just not just collecting tips and tricks. You're installing a repeatable system on your ranch, one that grows more forage, reduces hay dependence, improves herd performance, and regenerates soil fertility. Now let's talk about the bonuses, as they are designed to ensure you start strong and stay supported. Bonus number one is the infrastructure mastery training, where I'll show you how to set up fencing in a flexible way, water and cattle movement in a way that's practical and affordable. No need for expensive or complicated system. Bonus number two, 4 live Q&A sessions with me. This is where you get direct coaching. You bring your questions about your land, your livestock, your climate, and I'll help you apply the principles where you are. Bonus number three, 60 days of support. First, you'll be inside our private student group where you can ask questions as you start implementing. Then you will move into Fat Wallet Ranchers, our ongoing coaching community, where ranchers from all over the world share wins, troubleshoot challenges, and encourage each other. Bonus number four, the Jumpstart Kit, a set of tools that help you avoid the most common early mistakes and start seeing results faster. Think of it as your quick start guide to success. You've probably been to workshops before. You go for a day or two, fill a notebook with ideas, and then go home. At first, you're motivated, but pretty soon, real life sets in. You flip through the notes, try a couple of things, and eventually, the notebook just sits on the shelf. That's not how the Total Grazing Academy works. Instead of a collection of ideas, you get a complete, repeatable system. Instead of being on your own, you have live coaching and community support. That's why our students succeed at such a high rate. Take West, for example, one of our students from Missouri. After his first year applying total grazing, he said, our forage production increased more than 300%. I'm never going back to selective grazing again. That's the power of moving from guessing to growing. So today, this is the part you don't want to miss, because it's Cyber Monday. You can take an additional $200 off your enrollment when you use the code CYBER in capital letters. SCYVER. Enroll here, www.rwranching.com/enrolls, and use the code CYBER in capital letters. The deadline is tonight at midnight. This is your last chance in 2025 to join the Total Grazing Academy. When the clock strikes midnight, just like Cinderella, the doors close and they will not open again until next year. I have seen too many ranchers wait. They tell themselves they will figure it out on their own or they'll get around to it next season, but waiting just keeps you in the cycle of guessing. Another year of hay bills eating your profits. Another year of thin pastures. Another year of wondering if it will ever get better. Growing does not happen by waiting. Growing happens when you take action with a proven system. So if you've been following along and thinking, this is what I've been looking for, I encourage you to take the step today. My friend, the land wants to work for you if you let it. Nature has already written the script for how grasslands thrive. When you align your management with those patterns, everything changes. That's what the Total Grazing Academy is all about. Moving from guessing to growing, giving you the tools, the system, and the support to regenerate your land, improve your livestock, and fatten your wallet. But remember, the doors close tonight at midnight. Go to www.rwranching.com/enroll. Use code CYBER, CYVER, for your $200 off today only. Don't miss your last chance this year. I'll be honored to walk alongside you in this journey. And I know your land, your cattle, and your peace of mind will thank you for the decision. Take care, my friend. This is Jim Elizondo reminding you the land wants to work for you if you let it.